Hey guys, thanks for tuning in again. Before we jump into the online Keen Stretch class, which is specifically designed to improve your pancake mobility, I want to present you our upcoming project, which is starting at the 1st of September. This project we worked so hard on and put so much sweat and tears and work into it. We produced so much content only for you, and it's going to be a hip mobility online coaching group for only 10 students. So if you're interested in improve your hip mobility, improve your movement capacity, to work on specific skills such as the pancake middle split, and get a better and deeper squat, a Cossack squat, or want to just overall improve your hip mobility, this coaching group is the right thing for you. Because we not only give you individual programs for each student, we grow and learn from each other and with each other. We fight in exercises, we give you a lot of lectures, a lot of additional input, a lot of videos, video tutorials, interviews, podcasts, a lot of different things, and we want to exchange our knowledge and want to grow as a coaching group. We want to specifically keep this group only for 10 people, because then we can focus on each individual more and give you a lot more feedback. If you are interested in hip mobility and want to connect with like-minded people and to connect with us and learn from all of the group and just grow in a small community of like-minded people, then hit the link in the description below. Check out more information about our Hip Mobility Syndicate, and we are looking forward to have you in this coaching group. Let's stop the talking and start with the online Keen Stretch class.
Hey guys, we're back with week 5, day 1, and today we'll do the class together. We'll go through a lot of pancake and straddle work today. It's going to be a tough class, and the equipment you will need today is a resistance band, a yoga block or 2, and you'll also need a bench or a couch or a chair, something you can sit on. And we'll start with hip cars and some lumbar spine segmentation as a warm-up. So you get into a quadruped position. And we'll just go through some low level hip cars, warm-up hip cars. Give me 60 to 70% of your maximum effort. So deep breath in, engage your core. Bring your leg into hip flexion, lateral flexion, keep your glutes down, try to avoid going into lumbar extension, and reverse it. 3 slow controlled reps in each direction. Get your hips warmed up. Keep your core engaged. As I said, about 70% of your max effort. So you'll feel a little bit of intensity, but nothing too crazy. And reverse it. Hip extension into lateral flexion, abduction, and full flexion. Down. Other side. And deep breath in. Start rep number 1. As I said, make sure you engage your core and your glutes so your spine does not move. So even though these are like lower level cars or low intensity cars, you still want to avoid moving with your spine. And reverse it, going to hip extension, glutes engaged. Find abduction, lateral flexion into full flexion. As you go into flexion, make sure you only go as far as your lower back allows. As soon as you feel like your lower back is rounding, go into lateral flexion and find internal rotation. And reverse it. Beautiful. Now come into a supine lying position, so you're laying your back. And you probably remember this from the squat class. So you go into a reversed bridge basically, or a bridge position. And what you want it, so you have your legs in about a 90-degree angle, or your knee, and then you come up into full hip extension. And from here you have a slight PPT, and with basically the TL junction, you want your thoracic spine to be on the ground. And then starting from the TL junction, you slowly start lowering the spine down and try to hit the ground segment by segment. And the ground is basically your feedback, because you really notice what part or which part of the spine is now touching the ground. You try to control it, and when you hit the ground with your lumbar spine, with your full lumbar spine, come back into full hip extension. So you start with the lumbar spine, with the lowest part going up to the TL junction, and you find your way back in the bridge position and lower down again. 3 slow controlled reps of segmentation for the lumbar spine. And back up, starting with the pelvis basically, so your glutes lift off first, and then as you go up, you always have a posterior pelvic tilt as you go up, and then as you lower down, you will find your way in a more anterior pelvic tilt. And down. Was that Freddie?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. So we're done. We can get into straddle position. We'll start with straddle pulls. And for today, we're going to spend a lot of time in a straddle position. If straddle is not comfortable for you and you want to make sure that you can stay in this position for longer, you can get a band, a resistance band, and wrap it around your waist. And you can also sit elevated for the majority of time if you want to. So you can either use a band or sit elevated in an elevated position. We're going to start with straddle pulls. So as a warm-up, before we do anything else, we want to start warming up our hip flexors, our spine. But this is also already training, so it's like in between the warm-up and the real tough stuff. So what we want to do, we've done these before. As we pull forward, these are straddle pulls number 2, so progression 2. As you pull forward, you basically try to get your heels, or pull your heels into the ground, going into a more plantar position, and at the same time you try to anteriorly tilt your pelvis, so your pelvis tilts forward and go down, okay? And what you want to do is try to have your hands forward, so these are number 2, or maybe even reach your shins, okay? So you are in a slight pancake position already. And from here, pull forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Take a quick break. Really important, your heels dig into the ground, and with that digging in, your quad engages. And then you can find a slight anterior pelvic tilt as you dig the heel in, okay? When you have your heel here, like just like that, and try to engage your quad, it's going to be a lot harder to anteriorly pelvic tilt. But as soon as you're actually leaning forward or going for that lean with the foot, it becomes a lot easier on your lumbar spine and your pelvis. Okay. Set number 2, we have 2 of these, so the last one for another 10 reps. 1, 2, dig the heel in. 4, 5, 6, 7, pelvis, remember that, quad is engaged. 9, and 10. Beautiful. From here, I think last week we had straddle pails and rails. Today we'll have straddle pails and rails with a pancake position. So with a forward fold basically. What we want to make sure of is we're not going into a wider straddle. If like we have a really wide straddle, we want to go a little bit deeper or a little bit closer so we're not in our wider straddle. And if you struggle with the straddle itself and can't go into, like, let's imagine your straddle is here and that one's a little bit closer as well. If that is your straddle, it's going to be significantly harder to go forward. So you can also choose to do the straddle pails and rails from last week without that forward fold. Okay, so the forward fold is just the next progression. And since this is a 6-week training or course, we progress from week to week, but you can also just do straddle pails and rails as last week. Cool.
And
so,
don't forget, it's also possible to elevate yourself, so yes.
Absolutely. So that will make it a lot easier to feel that anterior pelvic tilt. So when we lean forward and do the pancake pails and rails, what I like to do is, for example, have yoga blocks or something else that you can hold yourself accountable for, so that you'll lean yourself on top of the blocks, for example, and then over time during the stretch you can find yourself going deeper and deeper, and once you touch that, you can just decrease. Okay, so that's one thing you want to do. And then the other thing is, before you start, for the pails and rails contraction, you really want to find that anterior pelvic tilt. So as you lean forward, try, even if it's not possible, try to have a straight back while lowering forward. So try to find an anterior pelvic tilt and lean forward, and then just enjoy and be in the stretch. Okay? So find your stretch position. We'll be there for 2 minutes. And as you're in the stretch, breathe in 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out, or maybe even 5 or 6 seconds out. Okay? In the stretch itself, really try to relax. Find comfort in the stretch. Surrender to it. And then don't try to don't try to tensen up too much in the stretch, okay? Go as deep as you can without being really tense, and then try to find a deeper stretch over time, or over the course of the 2 minutes. For the pails contraction, we basically try to push our heel down, just as last week. Try to push the heel down. The entire posterior chain is pushing into the ground. That will be pails contraction. Rails contraction, hip flexors engaged, quad engaged, and you try to lift the heel off the ground as if you would for a straight leg hip flexion. So that's basically what you're trying to do, pulling yourself deeper into a deeper range of motion. And breathe in. 4 seconds in. And 4 seconds out. Beautiful. If you want to, you can even ask someone, or a partner or a friend, to push you deeper into the stretch if you feel like it's not intense enough. So, deep breath in. Start ramping up the pails contraction, trap the air in your low abdominal region, and push the heel into the ground, hamstring into the ground, tension up throughout the entire body. Find your safest maximum effort. Now push as hard as you can. Entire body is tense and shaking. You're working with your entire body to push into the ground for another 3, 2, 1. Engage your quad, try to lift off. Try to get the heels to lift off of the ground, staying in your deepest stretching position, your end range of motion. 3, 2, 1. Relax and try to go deeper into a deeper stretch. Beautiful. So he's lowering down a bit. That's awesome. So I hope you're doing that too. Hope you find your deeper stretch by now. And remember, breathe in, breathe out. Surrender to the stretch. Surrender to the sensation that you're feeling. Beautiful. breathing. The stretch becomes more and more comfortable over time. Yeah.
I can tell you no.
No. Over a long time. So, deep breath in, start ramping up the PAILs contraction, and push into the ground. Come on. Slowly start ramping up to your safest maximum effort, entire body is engaged, and push 100% into the ground. Come on, fight. Do this for another 5. Push down, safest maximum effort. Give me everything you got. 2, 1, rails contraction, engage your quad. Try to lift that foot off the ground. Stay in your deepest range of motion and lift. Come on. For another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Stay in the stretch. Try to go a little bit deeper. Yes. Beautiful. 5 and down. That was good. Good job, guys. Now that we've spent a lot of time opening up more range of motion, we're now going to strengthen that range of motion as well. And we'll do that with passive range liftoffs followed by end range rotationals. Okay, so if you use a resistance band, you can now get rid of the resistance band unless you feel like you need it for the passive range liftoff, but it might restrict you. So we'll go into our straddle position. Again, when we are in straddle for the passive range liftoffs, we don't want to go into our max straddle position. And also because we're doing the liftoff, and if you struggle to be in the in the straddle itself, get elevated. This will be a lot of help. Okay, so this will help you a lot too.
So I have an excuse. I did a heavy leg training yesterday, so my legs are pretty tired, so I'm elevating myself. Last week I haven't been elevated until the second set, so really fight for it, right?
Yeah.
And really be honest. If it's too hard for you to elevate yourself, see, I'm quite intermediate level. I'm not really bad at the pancakes, but I still need some time to get my head or my chest to the ground. But I'm still elevating myself. Of course I had a leg day, but just be honest and really fight for it.
Yeah, we had like 30 minutes of intense compression hip flexor strength as well. So for this, basically we do one side at a time, so you can really just lean over to one side and then focus on that on the right leg first. And the progression is, the further you lean forward, the harder it's going to be, because then the compression will be even more and you have a decreased angle. The further or the more upright you are, so the closer you are with your hands to your body, the easier it's going to be to lift off. So please lift off. So that's a lot. We don't need that much to lift off, so I'm going to ask him to go a little bit forward and try to lift off again, and maybe he can even travel a little bit more forward. So really try to find your end range of motion where it's a challenge to lift off. Okay, for the end range rotationals, just so you know, we do that right afterwards, after the liftoffs. You're going to walk back with your hands a little bit and then just try to rotate. So basically go 10 circles clockwise, 10 circles counterclockwise, and then we do the other side. Okay, let's do this. 6 liftoffs, 10 circles each way.
Okay.
Beautiful. So deep breath in, engage your core, hip flexor engage, point your toes, and then from here, deep breath in, lift off. Hold it, set it down, relax. Relax your quad between every single rep. Deep breath in and lift. 2, 1, set it down, relax your quad. Deep breath in and quad engaged, lift. 3, 2, 1, and down. 3 more to go. Deep breath, lift off. Hold it. Keep your legs straight. 1, and set it down. Shake your leg out. 2 more to go. Deep breath in and lift. Hold it. Come on, you can do this. 2, 1, set it down. Shake it out one last time, and we'll do one last lift off. Deep breath in and lift off. 3, 2, 1, set it down. Shake out your leg real quick, and we'll do some rotationals. So walk your hands back a bit to allow you for more range of motion to get the circles, okay? So first, 10 circles clockwise and then counterclockwise. Deep breath in and circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And reverse it. Come on, beautiful. Fight for this. Stay with us. On the last ones. And set it down. Beautiful.
Whew.
Good job, guys. Other side, same procedure.
Oh, by the way, to create a little bit more attention, because I'm elevated, I have troubles to have or build up enough tension with my fingertips on the ground, because this would be too much compression for me. So I have a yoga block here beneath my leg, or outside of my leg.
Okay, let's do this. 6 reps, deep breath in, quad engaged, lift off. Beautiful. Hold it and set it down. Release the tension, deep breath in and lift. Hold. Come on, stay with us and down. Beautiful. As you lift off, really important, stay in that forward lean, okay? Don't lift off and lean back with your upper body simultaneously, okay? So you want to keep your upper body forward while lifting off. And lift. Beautiful. 2, 1, set it down. We're halfway there, 3 more to go. Deep breath in. If it's too intense, walk back with your hands and lift. 2, 1, set it down. 2 more to go. Relax real quick. Deep breath in. Build up the tension and lift. Beautiful. Hold it. 1 and down. As you lower down, try to not let gravity take over. That's the actual challenge.
Yes.
And deep breath in, lift. Hold it. 2, 1, and lower down. Awesome. Okay. 10 rotations each direction. As I said, the last time, walk back with your hands, keep your upper body in one position, lift off and rotate. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you have to set it down, set it down. Otherwise, continue with the other 10 reps. 5, halfway there, come on. 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Oof.
Beautiful. This is intense.
I did this exact same stuff yesterday, but only in a figure 4 position, so it's really crazy for me. But yeah, it's fun.
Okay, we have another set of these. So another set of lift-offs on each side.
Yay!
Okay. Get into position, first side, second set. Deep breath in, we'll start with lift-offs. Deep breath, engage your quad, and lift. Hold it, and down. Engage your quad, deep breath, lift. Hold, come on. Stay up there, fight. And deep breath in, lift. Stay up there, come on. Point your toes in quad engaged, set it down. 3?
Yes.
Okay, so 3 more to go. Rep number 4, lift off. And down. As I said before, really try to control the eccentric. Lift off. And slowly lower down. Last one, make this your best rep. 3-second hold. Lift. 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down. Okay. Rotations. If you can do it clock and counterclockwise in one round, then that's awesome. If you have to take a break after the first 10 reps, take a break and then continue with the other 10. Beautiful. And the last 10 on these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Other side. Okay. Last set, last superset. Give it your best. Deep breath in and lift. Hold it and down. Relax in between reps and deep breath in, lift. Hold, and slowly lower down. Deep breath in. Quad engaged, lift. Hold it. You can do this. Set it down, halfway there. Rep number 4, deep breath in. Fight for this. Lift. Hold. Stay with us. Beautiful. 2 more to go. Come on. Deep breath. Lift off. 3, 2, 1. And the last one. Make this your best rep yet. Deep breath in and lift. 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Beautiful. Rotations, 10 each way. Deep breath in, quad engaged, lift off and rotate. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Set it down. Take a quick break, take a quick breather. Last 10. You can do this. Okay, lean back if this is too hard for you and lift. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Okay. We're done with this superset and we'll move on to some hinges and some kinetic stretches.
Oh yeah.
So for our hinges, which is what we do next, we need the bench or a chair or whatever, and that's also where we need our resistance or TerraBand. If you don't have a resistance band or TerraBand that you can use for this, then you can also do it without the band. So unbanded variation. The band just gives extra resistance, it will make it a little bit harder, but you can also focus on just engaging your quad as you hinge without the extra resistance, okay? Especially since we did already a lot of hip flexor work, you can also feel it without the resistance. So what we want to do is basically lean forward, wrap your hands around your hamstrings basically, so you're in a real forward fold position, and then the one leg that is using the resistance band, that is hinging forward into straight leg hip flexion, okay? And as you can see, the band gives extra resistance, and then you slowly lower down. What you really want to focus on is engaging your quad and pulling into straight leg hip flexion with that quad engaged, and keep that forward fold position. So if you cannot be in this forward fold position with that straight leg, start in a more vertical position with your upper body, okay? So 6 reps of these. Find your position, deep breath in, and hinge forward. Hold it and slowly lower down. 6 reps in total, so 5 more to go. Deep breath in and hinge. Quad is engaged, slowly lower down. Deep breath, find your position, lift, and slowly hinge back. Beautiful. As you notice, he's really staying in this position as he hinges forward. 4, tight grip around his hamstrings, around his legs, and number 5, hinge forward, quad is engaged, and down. The last one, make this your best, and hinge. Hold it. 2, 1, slowly lower down. If you're in a more upright position, what you can also do is take a yoga block and try to squeeze it basically with your stomach and your leg, okay? Or wrap it around and squeeze it like this. Okay, this way you can make sure you're always staying in the same position. Okay, other side. Another 6. Deep breath. Find your position and hinge forward, quad engaged. And slowly lower down. Deep breath in and hinge. Straighten the leg, slowly lower down. If you cannot fully straighten the leg, decrease the angle or increase the angle. Really important. And slowly lower down. You really want to be able to extend the leg. Deep breath in and extend it. Down. Again, control the eccentric part. And number 4. Slowly lower down. 2 more to go. Deep breath in and hinge forward. Yes, point your toes. Slowly lower down. Last one, guys. Come on. Deep breath and hinge forward. Straight leg. Slowly lower down. Take a quick break. And we'll do the first side again. Second set. Okay, let's do this. Deep breath in and hinge forward. Come on. Yeah, hold it and down. And deep breath in. You can also make this a partner work, or you want your partner to touch your hand. Beautiful. Set it down. Again, as I said, control the eccentric part. Deep breath in and lift. And slowly lower down. Okay, so deep breath and hinge forward. Beautiful. 2 more to go. Deep breath in and hinge. Completely straight leg. Try to get your foot up to the height of your hips. And hinge. And down. Last one. Come on. Deep breath and forward. Come on, bring the leg up and set it down. Other side. Hope you're doing good. You can take a quick drinking break if you need to. Okay, deep breath. Get into position. Quad engaged, core engaged, and hinge forward. Slowly lower down. Really engage your quad. If you use a band or not, quad is doing the work. And forward. Hinge. Beautiful. Slowly down. Again, eccentric contraction. And forward. Come on, hold it. Hold the leg up high. And down. Deep breath in. Hinge forward. Halfway there. Hinge. And down. 2 more. Really fight to get the leg up towards your hips height. Deep breath in and hinge. And slowly lower down. Take a quick breather. Relax before engaging your entire body for your last rep. Deep breath in and hinge forward. Quad on fire. and slowly lower down. Beautiful. One more set on each side. As I said, take a quick drinking break if you need to, and then we'll continue for another 6 reps.
Oh, ich spür's übel von meinem Backbend, oh, meine Wirbelsäule.
Set number 3. If the band variation got too hard for you, just skip the band, do it without, but stay with us. Deep breath in, hinge forward. Bring your leg up towards hip height and slowly lower down. Deep breath in and hinge forward. Quad is engaged, on fire, set it down. 4 more to go. Deep breath in, extend. And slowly lower down. Halfway there, guys. You can do this. Come on. Fight. Number 4. Deep breath in. Rep number 5. Fight for this. And slowly lower down. Last one, guys. Come on. Fight. Deep breath in. Quad engaged. Hinge forward. 2, 1. Slowly lower down. Good job, guys. Last set on the second side. Take a quick breather, get into position. Deep breath in, hinge forward and down. Deep breath, hinge and hinge back. Quad on fire, hinge forward. You're halfway there, 3 more to go. Hinge forward and slowly lower down. 2 more. Fight for this. And down. A last one, make this your best. 3-second hold at the top, hinge forward. 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down. Good job. We'll find yourselves back into pancake or straddle position, going for some kinetic stretches. Final exercise, final drill. We're going to do some kinetic stretches for in our pancake position. Again, if you want to use a resistance band to help you a little bit, sit elevated if you feel like this is going to help you as well. And then take 1 yoga block, and when we do the kinetic stretches, on the first rep, we're trying to lean as far forward as possible and sliding the block forward, okay? And then we're going to keep the block there, and with every kinetic stretch, we're actually trying to either touch the block or setting it forward or like sliding it forward even more, okay? So with every rep, we're trying to get a little bit more range of motion. Do you want to slide back a bit? Or is Again, for the pancake, you don't need to get into your widest straddle.
Okay, wait a sec. Good.
Okay, and for the kinetic stretch, we've done these as well. Rails contraction to go deeper into the stretch, heels contraction to get out of the stretch. So as you go forward, quad is engaged, you're trying to lift the foot off. As you come out, you push the heel into the ground and push yourself out of the stretch, okay? Up. Deep breath in, rails contraction, try to slide the block a little bit more forward and push the heels into the ground to come out. Deep breath in, rails contraction, try to lift the feet off of the ground, slide the block forward and slowly come out, push the heel into the ground. Really important, push the heel down as you come up, okay? Deep breath in and fold forward, trying to slide the block a little bit further. And come out, pushing the heel into the ground. Halfway there, deep breath in, slide forward, slide the block, and push the heel into the ground, come out. Easiest way is to have your hands in front of you. Hardest way is to have the hands back behind you. Okay, deep breath in and forward. Push the blocks, come on, and reach back. 2 more to go. Deep breath in. Try to lift your feet off of the ground and slide forward. Try to slide the block a little bit further and come out. Deep breath in. Last one. Rails contraction. Try to lift your legs off as if you would do a passive bench lift off. Slide forward, slide the block just a tiny bit, and then PAILs contraction, foot into the ground. Beautiful. Now we're going to go for breathing in a pancake position. So take your yoga blocks and try to find a comfortable position in a pancake stretch. Okay, so this does not need to be your deepest pancake position, but try to accumulate a stretch anyways, just not the deepest stretch. And now, as you're in the stretching position, as I said, you can always elevate yourself. This will make the stretch, or this will make the position a lot easier. Okay, from here, take 4 seconds deep breath in, and then 4 seconds exhale. 4 seconds inhale, and 4 seconds out. In, out. Slow controlled. 4 seconds inhalation. Make this a long inhale and a long exhale. Beautiful. Keep on breathing. Find comfort in the stretch. Now, 4 seconds in, a 4-second break, 4 seconds out, and a 4-second break. So in between inhale and exhale, you hold your breath for 4 seconds. So breathe in for 4. Hold your breath. And exhale for 4. Hold your breath for 4. And inhale. And that's how you keep breathing for another 30 to 40 seconds. Stay in your stretch. Now what I want you to do is to return to your first breathing technique, 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. But now instead of breathing out for 4 seconds, you breathe out for 6 to 8 seconds, or as long as you can. So 4 seconds inhalation and the longest exhale you can find. Two more breaths. After the last exhale, you will hold your breath for as long as possible. So 1 more in, 1 more out, and hold your breath. Okay? Breathe out. Hold it. Whenever you need to breathe, just breathe out and breathe in again. And come out of your stretch. Beautiful. Good job, guys. This class is no joke. And I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Pretty sure you did. I enjoyed teaching it and coaching it. And I hope we'll see you in day 2 as well.
In day 2, week 5, yes. Then I'm gonna torture her. So looking forward to that. So yeah, have a great day and see you in the next class.